Welcome back to Let's Play Sneakers in the Elder Scrolls Online. I'd like specifically to thank two of my viewers for commenting on the previous video, All June and Analysian. Previous video I asked whether you'd like me to play the Orsinium DLC and whether you'd like me to continue playing Sneakers or possibly do it with an orc character that I've got. Sorry about the snarling there. That's this big animal called an Eschatir. This is Ambassador Lasgara, who is ambassador for Orsinium. So, as you probably understand, I've decided I'm going to do the DLC. So far, everybody seemed to agree that seemed like a good idea, and I had enough crowns to buy it, so yeah, no reason not to. Now, as for which character to use, I'm gonna do it with Sneakers, because, like you said, Analysian, the pertinent question is how you sort of proved that Sneakers' playstyle isn't really tenable with the game, and I certainly have not proved that with Orsinium. It may yet be, but I want to try it out. And I can always, if it doesn't work out for me, I can always go back later and send in the orc character, and if I want to, and have her try to do it. So, role-playing wise, well, let's first go talk to this ambassador who's got a stance. Oh, actually, before we even do that, let's just note that we've actually got a letter, a formal invitation from Forge Mother Alga of Orsinium, who invited Sneakers to help the king in Hrothgar. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. Essentially, Essentially, the Forge Mother of the city is inviting Sneakers as an adventurer, I suppose, to help test your mettle in the wilds of majestic Hrothgar and help them out in there. And, well, why would Sneakers want to do that? Well, for one thing, look, all his gear that he's wearing now has been made by the orc character that I have, Elder Gregora. So, you know, I figure, you know, he's got this letter. His friend is obviously urging him to go on, see what's happening at Old Orsinium. I think possibly what's happened is she's a little bit loath to go herself because she's in exile currently. She's from one of the strongholds, but I think she probably fled it because of some arranged marriage she didn't want, and she doesn't really know who might be around Orsinium that she doesn't really want to run into. So she'd really like Sneakers to report a little bit. And considering he's in a bit of a debt of gratitude to her, and he's really got nothing that seems to hold him down that much in Glenumbra and Daggerfall, really. Except possibly the main quest stuff, which I might get into later, but not right now, simply because I've done that with the other characters. Just don't feel like it. But one of the other characters, anyway. Let's at least instead test out.
The caravan should have just entered Hrothgar territory. I can take you as far as the entry gates, but you'll have to make it from there on your own. This is important. If those supplies don't reach the city, the smaller clans don't stand a chance.
Right, test out the DLC, which starts, I suppose, with this ambassador, and that's, you know, from here it's completely blind. I've talked to her and just barely started the quest, got the quest going. She's going to Hrothgar territory where old Orsinium is, to supply some small clans of orcs, and she'll take Snickers happily, considering his letter. Now, tell this one more about this caravan, will you?
With so many resources diverted to rebuild the city of Orsinium or to fend off Reachman invaders, the smaller clans haven't prepared for the coming winter. For many orcs, the supplies on that caravan could mean the difference between life and death.
You're rebuilding the city of Old Orsinium?
Well, not me personally, but yes. Orsinium is going to be grander and more magnificent than any previous version of the city. King Kurog has invited artisans and merchants from all over Tamriel to help with the effort, not just adventurers like you.
So, Snickers has been invited as an adventurer. So, who is this Forge Mother Alga who sent the invitation anyway?
That's the king's beloved mother. The king is too busy waging war and cracking skulls to be bothered with sending invitations. He leaves all the administrative details to the Forge Mother. She's very good at such things.
Snickers is still not sure why he received this invitation.
I can't get into too many details because I don't really know myself. I'm sure it has something to do with rebuilding the city of Orsinium, getting the clans in line, and dealing with the Reach invaders. It's kind of hectic in Hrothgar right now.
Yeah, Snickers has wondered for some time, why doesn't King Gurung not simply ask the Daggerfall Covenant for help?
That's complicated. Well, no, not really. Kurog saved Emmerich's arse during Ranser's war, and we do our part for the Alliance. But there's no way we're letting Covenant forces get anywhere near Orsinium. This situation requires a more personal touch.
More personal than Kurog's allies?
Who sacks Orsinium every time we rebuild it? The Bredons and the Red Guard. Sure, we're allies now, but how long is that going to last? So the king put it in writing. No Breton or Red Guard armies in Hrothgar. Ever. Says so in the treaty.
Right, now there's one thing that worried Snickers. You mentioned the Reachmen invaders.
Invaders from the Reach. The Winterborn. They're following a mad warlord named Bjorfon Iceheart on some insane quest to take our land. But we're not going to let that happen. We've got something the Reachmen don't. A secret weapon. Our Achater.
Yeah, Snickers has encountered Reachmen. They've caused problems in the Daggerfall Covenant as well. Just doesn't want to have to kill them. So, what's that Achater's thing?
What's an Achater? The big
Achater.
animal next to me.
Ah.
That's an Achater.
The animal.
Don't you have them around here?
Nope.
Sweet things, really. We use them for all sorts of things. Transportation, pack animals, beasts of burden. They even make delicious cheese.
Well, then it might be lots of these around here for what Snickers knows. Snickers just hasn't seen any. He's not native to these parts. Alright. A little bit worried about those Reachmen, but, you know, giving supplies to some clans of orcs sounds like a worthy thing. Let's hope we don't just have to kill tons of Reachmen to do it. Let's go to Hrothgar.
I can take you as far as the border gate. Then I have to come back in case anyone else shows up with an invitation. Just catch up to the caravan and escort it to the city. Then introduce yourself to Forge Mother Alga. She's expecting you. Let's go.
Alright. Snickers will be on his way. Right, if by some miracle you happen to chance upon this Let's Play, as this episode is the first encounter you have with a Let's Play, and you just briefly introduce Nick as the kind of character who does not enjoy killing things, or, well, that's not true at all. He doesn't enjoy killing people. He's not averse to killing animals. He's certainly a hunter at times, but he tries to avoid killing people. So he's a level 10 stealth and healing kind of character. I got a feeling he just got scaled up. Yeah, he's scaled to veteran level 15. My god. Okay. I gotta think about my character here for a bit.